at a point so that as you're moving around in your space, hearing the sound of the sutras, the pronunciation, and then also a breakdown of the meanings of it were really helpful so that you could remember it at times when, say, something comes up in your life, and then you might remember a particular sutra that applies. So the sutra that we're talking about today, we're going to chant number 1.12, and the translation is, by practice and non-attachment, one can stop the identification with the fluctuations of the mind. So let's first turn to page 39, because we're going to chant which chapter that's from, and that's from the first chapter, which is the Samadhi Padaha, the chapter on pure awareness. So even just being aware. If you take a look at the very first one, Atta Yoga Nushasanam, now is the time for the teachings of yoga as I have observed. And 1.2, to achieve yogas chitta vritti nirodha, to achieve yoga reunification with the self, one must still the fluctuations of the mind. So what are the fluctuations of the mind? When you turn to the next page, and we're not going to be chanting this one, but I want you to take a look at it. 1.11, hi Kilty. Memories are the attachment to an experience, creating fluctuations in the mind that keep us from being in the present moment. Yeah? So how many of us, right? You know, you did something, you're now on to the next thing, but you're still thinking about the past. Yeah? And sometimes that causes fluctuations of the mind where you might come into and imagine like worst case scenario, or other ways that there might be memories that you become overly attached to, like when they reminisce, or say, you know, it's one thing to listen to an old song, but it's another thing to listen to an old song, for example, that brings up memories of a very traumatic time of your life, or maybe something that you're so attached to that actually you're going to think it was a better memory than it actually was. Yeah? So what does that do? It keeps us from being in the present moment. And so when we look at 1.12, Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha, by practice and non-attachment, one can stop the identification with the fluctuations of the mind. So yes, your mind is obviously going to be working. However, in your yoga practice, in your asana practice, particularly in this case, you want to stay focused in the present moment, because when you have to balance in a way that you're not on your feet and you're not steady, when you are not practicing non-attachment and being mindful and being aware, you might fall. You might end up pulling something, you might injure something. But most importantly is that the yoga practice is psychotherapeutic. It brings stuff up that's still stored in your body. And you don't need to indulge in being stuck in the past. It's about how can you be mindful in right now in the present moment, and let those waves, those fluctuations come, and let those fluctuations go. How is this helpful for you? When you're out of this room and you're wherever you are, let those thoughts come, let those thoughts go, not becoming attached. Your life is a practice unto itself. So this is one way of practicing for your life. When we're doing, for example, forearm stand, finding that correct alignment, finding that correct movement of the spine, having that blood go to the heart and the brain. So I was reading a very interesting entry by a teacher from Rishikesh, and he talked about the power of scorpion, right? The scorpion tail. And that I didn't realize, but scorpions have not changed much for 4 million years. They're essentially the same animal, kind of like the alligators and crocodiles. They haven't had to change. But the power of this pose is so much that it can change you to not become attached to your ego. Because in Scorpion, when your feet are going towards your head, the idea is that the yogi steps on his own head and does not become attached to the anger, the jealousy, the fear, the passions, which can lead you off your path. Yeah? I'm sure many of us have found ourselves, whether you become angry or you become really attached to something, that you are thrown off your center. So when the yogi bends their knees to step on their head, to release the ego. And that process can be kind of challenging too, because we love our ego. The ego is important to have, but if you want to cling to your personality and cling to the sense of the I is the most important, then you forget the we. You forget community. You forget the integration of yourself with others and seeing the sacred, just like you are, in others. And if you have a hard time seeing the sacred within yourself, when you see others who are saints or highly evolved people, let that inspire you. Okay, so let's open up and we'll start on page 39. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Samadhi Padaha, Samadhi Padaha. Turn your page to page 40. Abhyasa, Abhyasa, Vairagyabhyam, Vairagyabhyam, Tat Tat Nirodha, Nirodha. Sorry. Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha. Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha. Together. Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha. Kapalabhati, skull shining breath, sitting up tall, turn your palms up, index finger and thumb touching. Lift your gaze between your eyebrows, your third eye. We'll take 2 normal inhales and 2 normal exhales. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level. Begin short, rapid exhales, pumping the diaphragm. Freeing your body of lower energy, stale gases, cleaning out the lungs, wringing it out of dust, dirt, and pollution, pollen, stimulating higher consciousness by the brain palpitating inside the skull. Keep going at your own pace. Strong exhales. Begin to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Exhale the air out. Exhale all the way out. Exhale even more. Engage Mula Bandha and stay there on the exhale retention. Release the Mula Bandha. Begin breathing in Ujjayi. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Engage Mula Bandha. Slowly come onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Bring the seat to the heels and come to downward facing dog. So if you don't want a hands-on adjustment today, let me know by raising your leg, 3-legged downward facing dog. If you don't want the Urban Sadhu cream on you, okay, thank you. Good. Pedal out the feet, shift from side to side, shake the head yes, shake the head no, flutter the lips. And then fully come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 8. Inhale, Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, move forward to plank pose. Hold. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Lower knees, chest, and chin to floor. Inhale, slide, point up into baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels. Come back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees slightly, walk your feet forward into your feet around 12 inches or so behind your hands. Drop the head, use blocks if your hands are lifting off the floor. Feel the head be very heavy, stretching the neck, stretching the spine. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 8. Inhale, exhale 9. Inhale, exhale 10. Squat position, look up, heel toe your feet apart. Heels to the edge of the mat, hands in prayer position, center the chest. Sit up tall. Use your mula bandha. Feel lighter as you lengthen upwards. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 8. Inhale, exhale 9. Inhale, exhale 10. Lower the hands down, come to sit down and stretch out both legs in front of you. Half seated spinal twist. Bend the right knee, right foot outside left knee. Inhale, stretch left arm up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, stretch out right leg. Bend left knee, left foot outside right knee. Inhale, raise right arm up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale back to the front. Exhale, extend your left leg. Bend the knees in, hands behind you, reverse tabletop. And inhale, lift up. Exhale 1. I'm just going to get a towel. Inhale. Exhale 2. I just need a towel. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, lift up the head. Exhale, chin to chest, come down. Cross your ankles, go to the wall. L-shaped handstand. And begin to walk your feet up the wall after coming into a short downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Right leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Left leg down. Walk down the wall. Fold over extended legs. Hold on to opposite elbows. Hang over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms. Bring your hands on top of your thighs. Push yourself to sit, to come up and stand up. Come to the front of your mat and come to mountain pose. Bring the hands together in prayer position, eyes closed, and bow your head. I invite you today to dedicate your practice to whatever in your life right now, be it a person or a situation that's causing your mind unrest. It could be even something like stress at work or stress in your life. Whatever causes these ups and down waves every time that they come into your mind. And the same thing happens that through your practice, let yourself practice a detachment. So if any of these thoughts come up or any distractions, breathe it in and breathe it out through your ujjayi and focus on the asana. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Tadasana. Good. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, swing forward, arms behind you, clasp hands into fists, straighten legs. Inhale, hands next to feet, step right leg back, lunge, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, floor. Inhale, bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge, look up. Exhale, left foot next to right, fold forward. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, swing forward, arms behind you, clasp hands into fists, straighten legs. Inhale, hands next to feet, step left leg back, lunge, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, floor. Inhale, bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, lunge, look up. Exhale, right foot next to left, fold forward. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, stand, Tardasana. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, swing forward. Arms behind you, clasp hands into fists, straighten legs. Adding one more thing. Inhale, hands next to feet, step right leg back, lunge, look up. Exhale, right knee, floor, point toes. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, floor. Inhale, bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge, look up. Exhale, left knee, floor, point toes. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down, step left foot next to right. Swing arms behind you, clasp hands into fists, straighten legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, swing forward, arms behind you, clasp hands into fists, straighten legs. Inhale, hands next to feet, step left leg back, lunge, look up. Exhale, left knee, floor, point toes. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, floor. Inhale, bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, lunge, look up. Exhale, right knee, floor, point toes. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands down, step right foot next to left. Swing arms behind you. Clasp hands into fists, straighten legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, stand, mountain pose. Inhale, Ashtanga B, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, jump or walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale one. Inhale, exhale two. Inhale, exhale three. Inhale, exhale four. Inhale, exhale five. Bend knees until jumper walk forward. Lift head and chest. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand, Thardasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up head and chest, prepare. Exhale, jumper walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior two. Triangle. Inhale, extend front leg, reach forward. Exhale, right hand down, tip left arm up. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, lengthen front leg. Exhale, rebend it. Inhale, reverse swirl. Scoop up, reach back. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, rebend front knee, right hand outside right foot on block or mat. Left arm swings all the way to point to the opposite wall. Inhale. Exhale one. Press weight into your back foot. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, left hand down. Exhale, lift up onto the ball with the back foot. Bring the back knee to the floor. Inhale, lift the body. Stretch the arms straight up alongside the ears. Exhale, hands in prayer, twisting to your right. Left elbow outside right thigh. Stay there or go ahead. Inhale, raise and extend the back leg. Exhale, press long through the back heel. Feel the crown of the head reaching forward simultaneously. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Plant the hands down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Warrior one. Exhale, open arms and hips. Warrior two. Triangle. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Reach forward and long. Then tip down. Exhaling. Left hand shin. Stretch top arm up. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, unbend the front knee. Exhale, rebend it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Scoop up, reach back. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rebend front knee. Left hand outside left foot. Right arm overhead towards the right. Look at the right palm. Plug into your back foot. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, come on the ball of the back foot. Lower the back knee to the floor. Inhale, lift the body and arms straight up. Exhale, hands in prayer, twisting to your left, right elbow outside left thigh. Stay there. Go ahead. Inhale, raise and extend the back leg. Exhale, stretch through the back heel. Crown of the head reaches forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, drop the left hip. Exhale, 2. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, roller to the outer edge of right foot. Left foot on top, flex the feet, hips lifted up high, stretch up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, left hand down. Exhale, roll into outer edge of left foot, right foot on top. Raise right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, floor. Inhale, slide front up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels. Back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Bend the knees. Inhale, jump or walk forward, lifting head and chest. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand, Tardasana. Good. Step your left foot back, secret prayer. So you can either come into fist bump or hold on to opposite elbows or have the hands pressed together firmly together, prayer position. Inhale, lift up head and chest, arch back. Exhale, twist to the right. Lower the face to the knee or chin to shin. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Lengthen both legs. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, look up halfway. Bend the right knee. Peel the back heel off the floor. Inhale, push up into warrior 3. Keep your hand position. Exhale, 1. Drop the left hip. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lengthen chest and gaze forward. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Step the left foot next to right and shake it all out for a moment. Other side, step the right leg back. Again, either fist bump, hold on to opposite elbows, but switch left on top of right, or prayer position together. Inhale, lift up head and chest, arch back. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, bend the front knee. Inhale, lift up, fly into warrior 3. Exhale, drop the right hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Set the right foot next to the left. Shake it all out for a moment. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting up head and chest, prepare. Exhale, jump or walk back, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower onto your knees. Bring your forearms down to the ground. Interlace the hands into a single fist. Good. Forearm plank. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees off the floor. Come into forearm plank, look forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lower the hips slightly. Chulika, look forward. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift the right foot. Tuck the toes behind the left Achilles heel. And hold. Stretch the legs straight. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Kick the right leg up, bring it down. Left foot now goes on the right Achilles heel. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Good. Lift the left leg up. Come back to child's pose for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Interlace the hands into a fist again. Tuck the toes. Come into downward facing dog legs. Walk the feet in halfway, but look towards your fists. Walk the feet in halfway, look towards your fists. Coming into dolphin position. Walk the feet in a little more. Stack the hips above the shoulders. Stay. Lift one leg up. We'll lift your right leg up and hold. Inhale. Try not to twist. Lower, drop the right hip. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Right leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Hold. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Try not to twist. Drop your left hip, Emmy. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Come and rest. Again, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, slide front up into baby cobra. Good. Exhale, walk your hands forward, come into a higher cobra. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Lift into a higher cobra, Tulika. Exhale, 3. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Come onto your forehead. Rock your hips from side to side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Vinyasa. Half frog first. Bend the right forearm down, parallel to the mat or a slight angle. Bend your left knee. Reach back on the inside of your left foot. Turn the wrist. Press the top of the hand, bottom of the hand onto. Yes. Perfect, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Let the right leg release. Bend the left knee. Reach back. Press it down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the leg. Both legs now. Bending the knees, reaching back, turning the wrists. Press the feet down next to the hips. Inhale, lifting the head and chest at the same time. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the legs. Rock the hips from side to side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shalabhasana. Interlace the hands into a fist behind the back. Lift the fists away from your lower back. Inhale. Lift up hand, neck, shoulders, chest, and legs. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lower it down. Turn the head to one side. Rock hips from side to side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Dhanurasana A. Bend the knees. Point the feet. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, kick back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lower it down. Turn the head to one side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Bring your hands next to your chest. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to a kneeling position for Ustrasana. So come to kneel. Use a blanket if you need to. Curl your toes under. Take the base of the palm. Lengthen the tailbone down, elbows back. Bring the chin to your chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, push the pelvis over the knees. Keep the chin on the chest until the very last minute, where you can unroll yourself and touch the blocks behind you on the inside of your feet or to your ankles. Good. You can let the head go back or keep the chin on the chest if that's more comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, sit on your heels for a few moments. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen upwards. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand outside right knee. Right fingertips to the floor behind you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, bring yourself to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, come onto your hands and knees. Come back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, everyone, bring your mat to the wall. So come onto your hands and knees. Come off your mat. Bring your mat to the wall. So just like we did with the L-shaped handstand, we're going to do with forearm stand, doing an L shape with the forearm. Now you can get one of your blocks, as we've been doing over the past couple weeks. So bring the block, the horizontal side, between the forearms, like so. Or if you prefer to do it with this way, I know that's another way that we've been taught, but you can also try it this way. This way you are squeezing your elbows in and they're not going to open out. Okay? So bring like you're doing L-shaped handstand on the wall. Bring your toes to the wall and lift the hips up. Press firmly into your forearms. Claw the fingers slightly like the birds do, like bird claws. So come onto your hands and knees, short down. So onto your forearms, Tulika. Good. Yes, beautiful. Walk your feet up the wall. Now from there, see if you can lift one leg up in the air. Good. And then bring that down and then do the other leg up. Good. Now maybe you could even bring both legs up or stay with that way with just building up the upper body strength. Look forward towards your hands. Good. And then everyone can come down and rest. Now, if you want to go ahead, turn around and now face the wall. And so the L shape, see if you can come up into a full forearm stand if you've been able to do that. And if you're able to come into full forearm stand, this time bend the knee, one knee, feet towards the back of the head. So instead of just forearm stand, work your way towards scorpion. What? Yeah, if you can. Yeah. But try one. Or just do forearm stand, but try to do one. So yes, so like Beth is going to bend one knee and touch her foot towards her head. Yep. Okay, good. Yep, beautiful. And then she could switch if she'd like to. Maybe try the other one. Yep. You can also move closer to the wall. Yep. And this is good. Okay. And that is wonderful. Okay. Good. So you have a Kelchi. If you move closer to the wall next time, the wall can support your shins. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Yeah, get closer. That way the shins can touch the wall. You'll have more support because that's how I used to do it. Good. Good. See if you can bring your shins closer to the wall. Almost there. Okay. And then Tulika, let's try. Look forward towards the wall though. Good. Good. And then as you kick up. Good. Now bend one knee towards and bring the foot towards your head. So keep one foot on the wall and this one, bend it towards your head. Yes, beautiful. Okay, and you can switch. Good. And then do the other foot. Yes, good. Okay. All right, that's beautiful. Okay, and you can rest when you're ready to do that, and or try again, one more, and hold for 5 breaths wherever you are with the pose and working towards scorpion. Good. And after the 5 breaths that you're working towards your scorpion, rest in child's pose for 10 breaths, okay? And after 10 breaths in child's pose, come back to downward facing dog. And then what happens is it will all meet in downward facing dog. And you can turn around and face the center of the room. And then inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, floor. Inhale, slide forward up into baby cobra for a moment. Then exhale onto your forehead, roll over onto your back for half wheel. Okay. Inhale, lift lower, middle, and upper back off the floor. Exhale, you can hold on to opposite ends of the mat or interlace the hands into a fist. Tuck the right shoulder, tuck the left shoulder underneath. Lift the hips up a little higher and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lower upper, middle, lower back. Let the knees touch. Windshield wipe from side to side. We're going to do tiptoe fish next. So similar to what we just did with half wheel, incorporating also with the upper body, Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands and head. Okay, so everyone walk your feet together, walk the legs together. Begin to lift your lower back, upper back, and middle back. Good. Come on the balls of your feet. Walk, tiptoe your feet towards underneath your glutes. So bring your heels underneath your glutes. Good. Bend the elbows, bring the hands next to the ears. Inhale, push off the hands. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor. Push off and bring your knees to the floor. Good. Yes, that's good. Beautiful. Good. And stay. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Sutilika, bring your hands next to your ears. Inhale. Good. And then push off. And then bring your knees to the bolster. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Slowly lift the knees up. Walk feet back, forward, and then windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we'll do 1 wheel for 10 breaths. 1 Urdhva Dhanurasana. Now, if you feel warmed up and you want to do a drop back, which probably at this point you don't, but some people are. Otherwise, let's do regular Urdhva Dhanurasana. Bend the elbows, hands down. Good. Inhale, lift up. And there'll be an option during this wheel. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Here's the option. Bend the elbows, lower the top of the head to the floor. Bring your forearms down to the mat, headstand arms. Yep. And interlace the fingers behind the back of the head, or lift up again into another Urdhva Dhanurasana. Good. Now, if you want to lift one leg up in the air and then switch the other leg up, that's also an option. So, Beth, if you want to try lifting one leg up, you can. I know you can. Inhale. Beautiful. Almost up there. Exhale, 1. Inhale. And then when you're ready, you can let it come down. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5, lift back up. Inhale, lift up head. Exhale, come down. And now hug your knees into your chest and hold. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Let the knees go to the left. Open the arms out to the sides. Look at your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, knees go to the right. Twist to look at your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hug your knees to your chest, forehead to your knees. Inhale, rock and roll. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, rock up to sit up. Exhale, everyone turn around, face the wall. Paschimottanasana, bring your feet up against the wall. Lengthen the legs, so feet to the wall. Keep the feet flexed. Good. Dandasana, hands next to the hips. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, walk yourself forward until your hands are around your feet or around your ankles, but keeping the feet flexed, legs together. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, sit up for a moment till you go. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale. Exhale, 11. Inhale. Exhale, 12. Inhale. Exhale, 13. Inhale. Exhale, 14. Inhale. Exhale, 15. Inhale, come to sit up. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana. Bend the right knee in, open knee to the side, twist left. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lift the right knee, open it out. Let's stretch it out forward, sorry. Bend left knee in, open it out to the side. Twist right, inhale, sit up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, lift the left knee. You can tell I'm running out of coffee juice here. Stretch the legs straight. Reverse tabletop or incline plane, your choice for the counter pose to forward bending. On an inhale, lift up, whichever choice you want. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up head. Exhale, chin to chest, come down. Okay, shoulder sound or half shoulder sound or legs up against the wall and Viparita Karani.
Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Jagmag Huare
Now, this is a variation you could try out. Bend your knees out to the side, have the soles of the feet touching, so come to Baddha Konasana legs. Good. And you can stay like that. Or if you want to lower the legs slightly, bring your hands to touch your thighs and balance there. Inhale. Exhale. Once so Kelty, you can bring your hands on top of your thighs. Don't drop the knees too low. Lift the knees up a little higher. Good. So you can bring both hands. Just come up low. Inhale. Yep. Use both hands. Exhale 1. Use the other hand. Exhale 2, or keep your hands behind your back, whichever is more comfortable. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now try to bring the soles of the feet to touch your third eye, to your forehead, and stay. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Come back to Halasana legs. Open the legs wide into a V shape, Upavisa Konasana, and stay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the legs together. Lift the legs up halfway and bring your hands to touch your thighs. So lift the legs up. Good. Yes. Well, actually, go ahead. Open the legs wide. Bring the legs together. Come back into shoulder stand legs again. Come back into shoulder stand. Now, sorry, my bad. Lift. Now lower the legs halfway. Bring your hands to touch your thighs with the legs straight. So, Emmy, like shoulder stand, but with the legs touching the thighs. So legs up and then hands on top of the thighs. Yes, beautiful, basically. Inhale, exhale 1. Good, Tulika. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Now Halasana. Good. Let the legs go overhead. And either hands on the back or interlace the hands into a fist. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Karnapadasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Slowly float yourself down. Good. And Matsyasana, if you have a variation that you want to do in Matsyasana, go ahead. Otherwise, everyone first turn the palms up, bend the elbows. So wait, let's get everyone ready. Let's remove our blanket. Good. Turn the palms up, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift up head and chest. Exhale, prop onto the top of the head. Now, one variation would be to lift the feet off the floor a few inches, place the hands into prayer position, pointing towards your feet while keeping your head on top. Yes, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now see if you can come into Padmasana legs. So if you want to come into lotus legs, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale. Top of the head still touching the floor. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up the head. Exhale, uncross your legs and come into Shavasana. And now begin to deepen your breathing. Move your head from side to side. Begin to move your fingers and move your toes. On an inhale, stretch your arms long. Exhale, stretch your legs long. Hug the knees into your chest and roll over to the right side. Rest here for a few moments and then slowly make your way up to seated position for meditation. We'll focus on the mantra of Om. So on your next inhale, silently chant Om. On your next exhale, silently chant Om. Inhale Om, exhale Om.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. When you call, you'll get free information. Free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989 today. At City Harvest, we're on the road every day rescuing millions of pounds of nutritious food for New Yorkers in need, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles. That's how we eat good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Honey, is our car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My sister just got an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover our repair bills if anything happens to our car, new brakes, a transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait a minute, we pay nothing on the repairs? Ox gets it fixed for us? Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance? What's the number?
800-270-8132. Ox has a 30-day money-back guarantee and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike other warranty companies. We should call now, 800-270-8132.
The last thing we need is an unexpected car repair bill.
deal. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote, 800-270-8132. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care, 800-270-8132 or oxcarcare.com.
The station you know, the people you trust.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. It's 62 degrees at 1:20. I'm Suzanne Colucci, and here's what's happening. 2 NYPD officers are lucky to be alive after a horrendous patrol car collision on Coney Island Avenue in Brooklyn. One of the 4 men who escaped from an ICE detention center in Newark has been caught. Israel unleashes airstrikes across Iran for a third day, threatening the worst is yet to come. Iran is retaliating. Police are continuing to look for the man responsible for a pair of politically motivated shootings in Minnesota. How to Train Your Dragon is delaying the competition at the box office. Sports, the Yankees play the Red Sox, and Mets host the Rays. Twins News Time, 1:21. Time for traffic and transit with Andre Farrow.
There are lots of cars entering City Field right now, southbound Whitestone Expressway, eastbound Grand Central Parkway, passing LaGuardia and heading towards Northern Boulevard, and the westbound Grand Central Parkway busy from Jewel Avenue all the way up to Roosevelt Avenue. The bigger delays in Queens, eastbound, westbound, over by the LIE and the Grand Central Parkway as you pass the Clearview with the long-term road work. The eastbound side of the LIE is very busy, making your way from Woodhaven Boulevard to that area of the Fairgrounds and 108th Street. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound, George Washington Bridge, 35 minutes, 40 on the outbound side. Lincoln and Holland inbound, both are over 25 minutes, but the outbound Lincoln looks more promising than the outbound Holland. Will save a good 15 minutes. Still working on that crash on the Eastern Spur, so you're going to be slow in New Jersey, north of the Newark Bay Extension, heading up to the Eastern Spur by 1580. Go with the Western Spur instead. You'll save some time. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Still seeing big delays on the westbound LIE approaching the Queens border from about Little Neck Parkway all the way to the Clearview. And the westbound Northern is slow by New Hyde Park Road. The westbound Southern is busy. Making your way towards the Meadowbrook. You have eastbound delays there as well, approaching the Wantagh. Next report, 1:31. Andre Farrow, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
2 officers are in the hospital after a horrific car crash in Brooklyn. The impact of this so severe, the cop car was smashed right up to the windshield.
Folks here say everyone's guilty of speeding on Coney Island Avenue.
The cops themselves be going there not even needing to.
People don't care. Lewis was working the overnight. We stepped outside for a moment and we saw it happen.
Both cars were in their respective lanes. The cop car tried to overturn that car going straight, but I'm guessing it was going so fast, the brakes don't kick in, obviously 2-3 seconds after, to try to slow down, but there was no slowing down in time. They were literally all at the perfect place at the perfect time to all get sandwiched together.
Now the driver of the Suburban that caused the crash never arrested, but Lewis says he
Literally flew out like a fish jumping into water. He wasn't responsive for like a good couple minutes.
The damage is gruesome. All cars were totaled, but police say everyone's alive and stable. I'm Amanda Alexander, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM on Coney Island Avenue.
One of the 4 people who escaped from an ICE detention center in Newark has now been caught. Joel Sandoval Lopez was taken into custody on Friday in Passaic. 3 other men remain on the run. They escaped the Delaney Hall Detention Center on Thursday during a violent uprising inside the center. About 50 detainees managed to break down a wall. There is a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the other escapees. A push on the Upper West Side to save the landmark West Park Presbyterian Church and the arts and community that rents the space on West 86th Street. A news conference will be held tomorrow morning with community members and elected officials. The Arts Center was served an eviction notice June 9th. The owners of the building could return to the Landmarks Preservation Commission to file a hardship claim and clear the way for the church to be sold and to redevelopers. Well, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone. But do dads get the short end of the stick when it comes to this type of holiday? The National Retail Federation says we spend about $10 billion less on Father's Day than on Mother's Day gifts. And that's not all.
I don't know. Mother's Day, I found songs about mom pretty easily. When it comes to Father's Day, we're a lot. Most people actually suggested this one. But it has nothing to do with Father's Day, so let me get my buddy Johnny Mac here.
So now what?
Is the 4th of July going to make you write a song or something?
The bottle of gin.
Oh, Daddy, no.
What's it just saying? Another sad song about that.
Yeah. I know we get something happy, right? Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. You know, moms get restaurants and everything else. I don't even know if I'm getting a barbecue. Forget the check. Okay, moms, I was only kidding. Please don't send me any emails. One shot, 1010 wins, 92.3 FM. Happy Father's Day.
At least they tried. And coming up with Big Money Watch, shopping with your parents can be embarrassing. Why would they still change with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager. Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on your spending. So you can go from crazy twinsies to full-hour shopping. Sorry you stayed on budget. Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
The business world is evolving, but saving wherever possible remains smart business. That's why PSE&G designed many different programs to help you save on energy costs. Our experts will help find the energy solutions that are the right fit for you, your business, and your work. Because saving energy impacts so much more than your bottom line. Connect with a PSE&G Energy Efficiency Advisor to learn more at pseg.com/business savings.
Turned out Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 wins. YouTube is the single biggest player in video advertising.
I think it makes more money than all the broadcast networks combined. It makes as much money from advertising as many of the big media companies combined. That has made it the envy of a lot of these other companies, but they also kind of want to figure out strategy.
In a recent issue of the Screen Time newsletter, Bloomberg's Lucas Shaw dives into how many Hollywood companies are trying to figure out a way to make more money from YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Some are acquiring a majority stake in management companies that represent dozens of influencers, while others are raising money to buy up YouTube channels. But YouTube has an advantage.
YouTube has been on a long quest to be seen as TV, and I don't think Instagram and TikTok are there yet. People are not watching Instagram or TikTok on a television for the most part. People spend more time watching YouTube on a TV than any other device, and that's just something that TikTok and Instagram can't say.
Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Miss Mateo for 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
1010 Wins and Laborers Local 731 are proud to honor our city workers who are city heroes.
As another school year comes to a close, there's a group of heroes who never get their share of recognition. They get your kids safely across the dangerous city streets, put their body in harm's way, often injured or worse. And they have saved countless lives. City crossing guards are this week's city workers, city heroes.
Laborers Local 731 has been responsible for some of the biggest and most celebrated infrastructure projects in New York City, like the rebuild of the World Trade Center and the new LaGuardia Airport. Local 731 provides qualified and competent laborers to fill the demand that the construction industry not only requires, but deserves. Its members and leadership have fought hard for wages and benefits that open the path to the middle class that every hardworking American deserves. Laborers Local 731. Feel the power.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Skill Bridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
At California Psychics, we know some people can't read the career warning signs, like your boss still not knowing your name.
See that? Whatever. Get that report to me by lunch, okay? It's Carrie. We'll just get it done, Carrie.
So talk to California Psychics and receive the career guidance you need. We only connect you with the very best, so guarantee if your reading is life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com today for limited time offers.
And now this message. Injured, call Spector and Associates Injury Attorneys at 800-318-8888. We'll take a check of the weather for Father's Day. It's drizzly out there. It will be off and on through much of the day. Right now, we're at 62 degrees. We have overcast skies in Central Park. We're going up a couple more degrees. We're hoping to 65. Then tonight, cloudy, drizzly, and back down to 59. And then for tomorrow, much the same, really. Cloudy and drizzle, a high Area 69 degrees. Good afternoon. I'm Suzanne Colucci. Winds News Time 1:30.
So, Israel unleashed a third night of airstrikes across Iran. It comes after some Iranian missiles managed to penetrate the Iron Dome, striking buildings inside Israel.
A building was hit. 6 people are now confirmed to have been killed in that strike. That is a coastal city in the center. And a number are still missing. Reports in the Israeli media say 35 people may still be missing.
Sebastian Usher reporting from Jerusalem. President Trump posting on social media that the U.S. has nothing to do with the attack on Iran.
For weeks now, Trump has been trying to negotiate a nuclear deal with Iran and saying shortly before the original attacks began that the countries were close to a deal. In fact, today, the president's special envoy was scheduled to be in Oman meeting with Iranian officials for another round of negotiations, but Iran has called those plans off.
White House reporter Selena Wong. News time 1:31. Traffic and transit with Andre Farrow.
We have big delays in Queens heading towards City Field. Game time in about 10 minutes. And you have heavy stuff on the southbound Whitestone Expressway heading down towards Linden Place and approaching the split of the Van Wyck. If you're using the eastbound Grand Central Parkway, you have delays right around Steinway Street. And then again, as you make your way towards Northern Boulevard and the westbound side of the Grand Central from about Jewel Avenue up to Roosevelt Avenue, lots of volume there. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 40 minutes in at the George, 45 minutes on the outbound side. The Whitestone is very slow heading towards Queens on the Bronx side. As you head south on the Hutch, heading down towards the Bruckner interchange, Triborough really isn't much better. Heading into Queens right now is a tough task with the Triborough. I would go with the Bronx neck if that works for you, but definitely stick with the southbound Clearview. The Cross Island Parkway is bumper to bumper from Bell down to Northern, and the Clearview is just sitting there waiting for you with open arms. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels as far as the inbound Lincoln and Holland go. Well over 35 minutes on both. We're still dealing with an eastbound, or I should say, a northbound delay on the eastern spur as you make your way past the Newark Bay Extension. That crash is still being worked on. Staten Island Expressway delays are slow. Westbound by Victory and the Goggles Bridge is seeing a lot of volume. Staten Island bound trying to get to 440, not fun. And the Outer Bridge has volume both directions, Jersey bound and Staten Island bound. Traffic and transit on the runs and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. Andre Farrow, Change and Winds on 92.3 FM.
Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast with meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Sure, it is going to stay rather cool as we head throughout the rest of this Father's Day as clouds continue to hang tough. We have a lot of drizzle, a little bit of rain here and there, and that's going to persist through the afternoon. That'll prevent temperatures from rising all that much. Get to a high of about 65 this afternoon. A cloudy sky tonight, so there will be a bit of drizzle, low 59, and not much change into tomorrow. Still pretty cloudy. We'll still have some areas of drizzle. Temperature 69 degrees tomorrow. Tuesday, clouds will perhaps break for some sun. Still can't rule out a shower. Tuesday's high about 71, but things will brighten up a bit as the week goes on. There could be a thunder shower around early Wednesday. Otherwise, clouds breaking for some sun. It will be a warmer, more humid day on 90 or 80, and then temperatures spike up to near 90 Thursday with a chance for a late day or nighttime thunderstorm. Right down Central Park, we have light rain at 60 degrees, humidity 86%. The winds out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Again, we're at 60 and going up to 65 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station and 10 winds on 92.3 FM.
The manhunt continues for the man responsible for 2 politically motivated shootings in Minnesota. Vance Luther Belcher's car has been found. He's suspected of dressing as a cop while shooting 2 Democratic lawmakers and their spouses at 2 separate homes.
Police responding to reports of gunfire around 2 a.m. Saturday at the home of Democratic Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, just outside Minneapolis. Officers then checking on Democratic former House Speaker Melissa Bertman and her husband a few miles away at their Brooklyn Park home, only to find the two fatally shot.
Faith Abube reporting. Governor Tim Walz says Senator Hoffman and his wife are recovering.
Prayers also go out to state Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, who were each shot multiple times. The Hoffmans are out of surgery at this time and receiving care, and we are cautiously optimistic they will survive this assassination attempt.
Law enforcement officials say Belcher had a No Kings flyer in his car and writings that mentioned prominent lawmakers who've been outspoken in favor of abortion rights. Governor Hochul has announced that flags will fly at half-staff to honor Minnesota State Representative Melissa Bertman and her husband.
Where are they?
People in India are now able to claim the remains of their loved ones killed in that Air India plane crash. 241 people on board died, 29 more on the ground. Stories are now emerging from people who live and work near the medical college hostel where the plane crashed.
The gentleman's wife ran a food store for 40 years right near the medical college. Their son, 15 years old, went to find her, who's been killed. She's in the ICU. Fear of his wife, Sita, has gone viral in India. You can see her in the street, desperate for help. Suresh says she ran back into the fire for their son.
Correspondent James Longman. India is also dealing with a bridge collapse at a tourist destination in the western part of the country. Dozens of tourists were on the iron bridge over a river. It suddenly gave way. At least 6 are in critical condition, 2 others killed. A state of emergency has been declared for parts of West Virginia after flash floods caused widespread damage, killing 3 in Ohio County. Many others are missing. Emergency management. Lou Vargo said it all happened so fast.
According to the National Weather Service, we received between 2.5 and 4 inches of rain within about a 30-minute period. We almost immediately started 911 calls for rescue.
The National Guard has been deployed to help in the recovery effort.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I can be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time.
Mix and match the sausage McMuffin with egg, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, chicken McGrills, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGrills, beginning $2 for $6. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with offers and time at regular price.
Join us on June 7th when thousands will walk and run in Verona Park for the Valley Fund Walk and 5K, presented by Stuart Ed Goldstein and JAG Physical Therapy. Together, we hope to raise over $1 million to provide the most comprehensive health care for over 6,000 children treated each year for cancer and blood disorders at the 8 Valerie Fund Children's Centers throughout New Jersey, New York, and Metro Philadelphia. Go to thevaleryfund.org/walk to register or donate. Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredient. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhealth.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Wins News Time 138. 1010 Wins Entertainment. How to Train Your Dragon is slaying the competition at the box office.
Your best ever? Your father? Your child? Your best friend? What are you going to do about it?
Start with something stupid.
Oh, you've already done that.
The live-action remake of the film took in $83 million domestically for a total of $200 million worldwide. Universal's hoping that the remake would revive the franchise that's been dormant since 2019. Second place, Lilo and Stitch, followed by Celine Song's new romantic drama, Materialist. Ozzy Osbourne and the original members of Black Sabbath gearing up for a historic homecoming concert in Birmingham, England. The Back to the Beginning show is set for July 5th. First time the band's playing together since Ozfest in 2005. But listen to this lineup: Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Tool, Alice in Chains. This lineup caused tickets to sell out in 16 minutes. No surprise. But it will be live streamed. I want to watch. There are also 2 exhibits opening soon in Birmingham to celebrate the achievements of Osbourne and his band. Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Sherman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
This is NY.com.
That's NY.com.
Think a new central air conditioning system is out of your budget? Think again. Sloman's is here to change the game with sizzling summer savings. They're offering cutting-edge 18-SEER 2025 refrigerant compliant R454B systems
expertly installed by their certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right, get started with zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 18 months. Every new installation comes with a comprehensive 5-year, all-inclusive service plan, including annual system checks, filter replacement, and refrigerant to keep your AC running smoothly all summer long. Stay cool and worry-free this summer. Don't miss out. Call Sloman's today at 516-932-7000 for your free AC estimate. But hurry, these cool savings won't last. Call 516-932-7000. That's 516-932-7000. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions apply. The station you know, the people you trust. The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world. Overcast 62 degrees at 1:40. Good afternoon on the show. Kabbalah, here's what's happening. A crash involving 3 cars in Brooklyn has 4 people recovering in hospitals. 2 of them cops. A body washed ashore this morning in Queens. The medical examiner is working to identify. We'll give you the results of a new poll on President Trump's performance. The president is on his way to the G7 summit in Canada. And in 1010 Wins Entertainment, we'll tell you about how Taylor Swift brought big smiles to some sick kids in Florida. Yanks, Red Sox underway. Mets, Rays about to have their first pitch. AccuWeather says cool today, cloudy, damp, bit of rain and drizzle with a high of 65 tonight. Cloudy, some drizzle, 59 for the low. We'll start the work week tomorrow. Still cloudy with some drizzle and a high of 69 for Monday. Winds news time 141. Traffic and transit with Andre Ferro.
Brutal delays in Brooklyn on this eastbound Belt Parkway from Flatbush Avenue to Cross Bay Boulevard is one huge parking lot. And the westbound side from Flatbush to the Verrazano, you have big delays there as well. Mid-span of the Verrazano heading towards Brooklyn on the upper level, there's a stall causing some more drama. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 40 minutes, over 50 on the outbound side. The northbound side of the Harlem River Drive is slow from the Queensland Bridge up to the Cross Bronx. And you have delays on the Triborough Queensbound. Wow. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. All the way to Steinway Street's going to be slow, but once you clear Steinway Street, trying to head towards City Field is a tough task. We have lots of volume heading into City Field right now on the southbound side of the Whitestone Expressway and the eastbound Grand Central Parkway approaching Northern Boulevard. Go outbound Lincoln over the outbound Holland, save about 20 minutes. Both inbound are at least 25 and higher. If you're using the Brooklyn Bridge, Brooklyn bound, lots of volume there. Next report, 151, Andre Ferro, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
All cars are totaled, but everyone's alive.
In Brooklyn, it was just after 2 in the morning in Gravesend when a nasty crash involving 2 cars and an NYPD vehicle sent 4 people, including 2 officers, to nearby hospital.
All cars are totaled, but everyone's alive. Coney Island Avenue is a 5-mile strip that Trump says people just won't slow down on.
They try to get this camera ready, but people don't care.
Lewis works overnight. He watched it all happen.
Both cars were in their respective lanes. The cop car tried to overcome my car going straight, and he tried to, but I guess he was going so fast, the brakes don't kick in, obviously 2-3 seconds after. They try to slow down, but those not slowing down in time. They literally all at the perfect place at the perfect time to all get sandwiched together.
He said the Suburban that crashed into the cop car.
Whoever was in that car flew out. It's like first jumping into water.
The driver of that Suburban was arrested. Amanda Alexander, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM, Coney Island Avenue.
Charges are pending for that driver. The medical examiner is working to identify a body that washed ashore this morning in Queens, believed to be a man who was in his 20s or 30s. He was found on the beach near Powell's Cove Boulevard in Whitestone around 6 in the morning. Early voting's underway in the New York mayoral primary. Voter turnout was higher yesterday than on the first day of voting back in 2021's primary. We asked people what they're thinking when they cast their ballots.
I think we have terrible people in office right now, and I'm really excited to get them out.
Not without some reservations, but for sure I'm be voting for Governor Cuomo.
Early voting goes through the 22nd, primary days Tuesday the 24th. Avoidance 15 is safe after he got stuck in the marsh while riding a watercraft near Merrick. Nassau police say the teen was on a wave runner with a man who's 35. They accidentally ran the things aground. The man was able to wade through the marsh to safety, but the teenager remained stuck as the tide receded. 2 police boats and a helicopter were used to rescue the boy. Some bad poll numbers for President Trump. A new NBC News Decision Desk poll finds that 55% of adults over 18 disapprove of the job he's doing as president. 45% approve. Things are much closer when it comes to the issue of immigration. 51% of Americans approve of his handling of border security and deportations. 49% disapprove. While the survey was being conducted, Mr. Trump deployed National Guard troops and Marines to the Los Angeles area because of mounting protests over ICE activity in Los Angeles County.
It's very stressful for them.
The president is on his way to Canada. He'll be attending the G7 summit.
Leaders of the group of 7 industrialized nations are hoping for a quiet summit this year. It comes in a conflict sparked by President Trump's talk of making Canada the 51st state, along with his ongoing trade wars with U.S. trading partners. The U.S. has trade deficits with all G7 nations, except the U.K. The president warned on previous summits. In 2018, he called Canada's then Prime Minister Trudeau dishonest and weak. In 2017, Trump clashed with Italy over climate change language in the summit's final communique.
Linda Kenyon reporting a wildfire burning in Burlington County, New Jersey is now 80% contained, and it has grown to more than 5,700 acres. A campground was evacuated. 5 structures are still in danger of being burned down. It's not known how this fire started. Prosecutors are expected to call their final witnesses tomorrow and Tuesday. It's expected they could rest their case against Sean Diddy Combs as early as Wednesday. On Friday, concerns emerged about a juror who's been on the case. Prosecutors want the judge to remove him after he allegedly told court officers he lives in New Jersey and not the Bronx, as he stated. When he was put on the jury, Combs' defense team argued that removing the juror, who is black, would make the jury less diverse and potentially hurt their clients. It's not unusual to have a baby in your 40s in the New York City area. Now, women in the rest of the country are putting off motherhood a bit longer.
According to the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics, the age of all moms giving birth in 2023 hit nearly 30 years old, 29.6. The average age for women becoming first-time moms was also up in 2023, rising to 27.5. Dr. Jessica Shepard, Chief Medical Officer at women's health company HERS, told CBS News there are many contributing factors behind this shift, including changes in social expectations and fertility technology.
Michael Toscano reporting there is now a direct flight from the U.S. to Greenland. The first United Airlines flight to Nuuk took off Saturday from Newark and arrived back this morning. It comes as French President Emmanuel Macron is making an official visit to Greenland, showing European support for the Danish territory that President Trump has said he wants to acquire for the U.S. Macron also had some lighthearted moments with local residents.
Hey, can I have a selfie?
Macron is the first foreign leader to visit the resource-rich island since President Trump began his campaign to buy or annex Greenland.
I've been hearing about the HPV vaccine. Did you get it early?
Yep, gotta keep her protected.
Against cervical cancer, right?
It protects boys too. Pro and penile cancer.
No. For nearly 20 years, the HPV vaccine has been proven safe and effective at reducing HPV infections that can lead to cancer. Vaccination is recommended starting at age 9. Protect their future with the HPV vaccine. Talk to your child's doctor today.
The right ticket, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here is my Discover card. This is Discover at Renaissance fairs? Good for you here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Get it with the times. The times? You're playing the lead. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Neighbors are already struggling with high costs. So why are politicians in Albany trying to pass extreme new regulations that would make groceries and other everyday products more expensive? Don't they keep promising to lower costs? Legislators are working through yet another senseless tax plan and are considering legislation that's disguised as an environmental solution. Instead, it will increase cost on consumers and local businesses, including higher costs on food and beverages. It will even force some production lines to halt, risking good-paying union jobs, and in some cases, removing household goods from store shelves. Instead of taking a radical approach, legislators should improve recycling without raising costs on shoppers and local businesses. Call your assembly member at 518-455-4100. Tell them to join working families and small businesses in opposing A1739. Brought to you by New Yorkers for Better Recycling, paid for by the American Beverage Association.
1-877 cards are here. KARS cards are here. 1-877 cards are here. Donate your card today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 cards are here. Donate your card today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, it's Scott Shannon. Check out my True Oldies channel. Just download the free Odyssey app, search Scott Shannon, and lock it in.
Powered by River Spring Living. It's a beautiful campus overlooking the Hudson River where older adults can live, learn, and flourish. For info, go to riverspringliving.org.
Quiz News Sun 151. Traffic and transit with Andre Farrow.
And we have some issues in New Jersey. That northbound turnpike crash heading up towards the eastern spur, still causing a lot of volume just north of the Newark Bay extension. Also, we have a crash on the eastbound side of 78 heading towards that area of the Garden State Parkway. Just east of the Garden State Parkway is where it's located, right around Route 27. Now, if you're traveling westbound in that area as well, there's some volume because of that crash. More trouble on the eastern spur heading north over by Route 46 as you pass the Vince Lombardi. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 40 minutes in at the George, 45 out. Trying to use the Drogzec and Whitestone, and even the Triborough Bridge, all Queensbound, all slow. Bronxbound, not as bad for sure. If you're traveling on the southbound Whitestone Expressway, some slight volume. The game has started at City Field, but we still have big delays eastbound Grand Central, heading towards Northern Boulevard, and the westbound side of the Grand Central from Jewel Avenue all the way up to City Field. Non-stop action. Eastbound as you travel on the LIE, Woodhaven Boulevard to the Fairgrounds, and then again by the long-term roadwork by the Clearview. You're going to need a lot of time. Same deal with the eastbound Grand Central, trying to get to the Cross Island. That's a tough task right now. Traffic sponsored by Caribbean Food Delights. Next report, 201. Andre Zaro, 10 Wings on 92.3 FM.
Caribbean Food Delights. Grab a patty, take a bite. Available at Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club, Walmart, and local stores nationwide. Visit CaribbeanFoodDelights.com for more information. You're making me hungry.
Still a couple of days till any kind of sun. Let's get the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. More meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Sure, there's been an unusually cloudy weather pattern for this time in June. It's usually hard to keep the clouds around this long this time as we're heading into the summer period here, but it has been a pretty cloudy stretch. Going to continue to be pretty cloudy for the rest of today, tomorrow, probably a lot of Tuesday as well, though I think at least for a portion of Tuesday, the sun is going to try to come back out again. But through the rest of this Father's Day, just kind of cloudy, damp, certainly cool because of the clouds. Going to have a bit of rain and drizzle on around 65. Still some drizzle times tonight and through the day tomorrow as it stays cloudy. Low 59 tonight and 69 tomorrow. And warmer on Tuesday, but not a whole lot. Clouds will try to break for some sun. A bit of a louder shower with a high of 71. Maybe a thunder shower early on Wednesday. Then clouds will break for some sun. It will be warmer and more humid up to 80 Wednesday and even warmer. Almost hot by Thursday. We'll get near 90 with a chance for a late day or nighttime thunderstorm. And temperatures should come down a little bit of mist into Friday and Saturday. Right now we have some light rain falling at 60 degrees. In Midtown we're going up to 65. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
The Brooklyn Botanic Garden, celebrating 100 years of its bonsai collection. The tiny trees made famous in the Karate Kid movie. The world-class collection at the Brooklyn Botanic Garden started in 1925, when a landscape designer donated several of them to the garden. Adrian Benepi with the garden tells Santan Links more.
People find both of them magical ideas because these trees are old trees, hundreds of years old. They're 10, 12, 20 inches tall. And they've been growing as they mature trees for hundreds of years. But they're tiny.
The Bonsai 100 exhibits runs through October
September 19th.
This is Taylor's version, right? I think we're only allowed to play Taylor's version. I'm kidding. Taylor Swift brightened up some sick children's days in Florida. The superstar dropped by the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital in Hollywood on Friday, meeting the children in their hospital rooms and, of course, posing for photos to sign copies of the book. Tay was in Florida with her boyfriend Travis Kelce to see Game 4 of the NHL Stanley Cup Final. Pearl Jam frontman Eddie Vedder and his wife Jill hoping to shed light on the worst disease you've never heard of with a new documentary. Matter of Time shines a spotlight on epidermolysis bullosa, or EB, a rare skin disease affecting children. We've seen change. Eddie and Jill Vedder's efforts to find a cure are not an easy road, but Eddie told me there's hope, a lot of it.
You know, the energy you put into it, it's of the limitless kind. It's so powerful.
And for Rowan, who suffers from EB, it's about building on that hope.
She's really just brown with it. This documentary is going to really help the people who don't know.
We'll put that report. The Vedders have founded a nonprofit research partnership for EB, which has contributed to the development of the first FDA-approved treatment for the disease.
At MLBshop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise for you and your family. But if you really want to level up your game, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your swim coach, your neighbor, your accountant, your partner, your best friend, your bandmate, your boss, your kid's teacher, your mailman. Visit MLBshop.com and start up on officially licensed on-field merchandise from your favorite teams. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Oh, you smell amazing, James. Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too. I'm not saying
Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Enjoy to your day.
Now, Bloomberg Money Watch.
Car buyers are facing higher sticker prices due to the trade war with stealthy price hikes.
What's happening is the car makers are scaling back the incentives, the rebates, and the rate financing deals.
Keith Martin wrote the story for Bloomberg News.
They're increasing fees like delivery fees, sometimes even fees for floor mats.
Raising the question, when might would-be buyers push back?
Because the cost creep has been slow and under the radar like this, their reaction has been slower. But the dealers I spoke with said they are starting to notice. They're seeing a car that they might have shopped a couple of months ago suddenly is $100 for a month, and they're saying no thanks.
A recent survey found 65% of new car buyers will walk away if monthly payments rise just 5%. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. Charlie out for 10 wins on 92.3 FM.
Here's another Immigration Minute from Gahey & Associates. Gahey & Associates is one of New York's top immigration law firms. They handle all immigration matters, including sponsoring relatives, spouse or fiancé visas, political asylum, deportation matters, employment-based immigration and entertainers visas. Call Gahey & Associates at 956-GAHEY-LAW. That's 956-434-4529. And get a free consultation regarding your immigration issue. Do what many other immigrants have done and let the immigration law firm of Gahey & Associates help you and your family. Call Gahey & Associates at 956-434-4529 or at GaheyLaw.com. Gahey is spelled G-E-H-I. Call the immigration experts at Gahey & Associates at 956-434-4529 or at 956-GAHEY-LAW or at GaheyLaw.com. Call Gahey & Associates at 956-GAHEY-LAW. Say hotline has been yours.
Is your car still under warranty? No, not anymore. My mechanic just suggested an extended service plan from Ox Car Care. Ox Car Care? Yeah, Ox will cover repair bills if anything happens to the car. New brakes, transmission, AC, or engine problems. And plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait, you pay nothing on repairs, Ox gets it fixed, free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance?
Yeah, you don't pay.
Oxpay. Oxy that has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A-plus rated on the PPP. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike those other warranty companies.
The last thing I need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote, 800-270-8132. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care, 800-270-8132. 800-270-8132. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Happy Bosco, Cayenne, Landau are service aid. Eileen Palmer, our writer, Chris Roush at the editor's desk, and the show follow.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good afternoon. It's 63 degrees at 2 o'clock. I'm Suzanne Palucci, and here's what's happening. A pair of NYPD officers are likely to be alive after a horrendous collision on Coney Island Avenue in Brooklyn. One of the four men who escaped from an ICE detention center in Newark has been caught. The death toll is rising as Israel and Iran fire missile attacks for a third straight day. Israel is mourning the worst is yet to come. With the world on edge, President Trump is heading to Canada tonight for the start of the G7 summit. Father's Day to all the dads, our Glenn Shuck found a musical way to celebrate. Sports, the Yankees are playing the Red Sox, Ben Wade, the Mets are his Wins News Time, 201. It's not your traffic and friends. It's Andre Carroll.
And here's where you need to go about the bridges and tunnels. If you're using the George Washington Bridge heading inbound, you're looking at least a 35-minute delay. 40 minutes on the outbound side, but we have big problems in the Bronx. Southbound 95, right around Connor Street, there's a crash. We have delays that go all the way back to the Westchester border. Plus the southbound and northbound Hutch heading to the drawbridge is bumper to bumper. And if you're using the northbound side of 95, you're getting walloped with delays from East Tremont Avenue all the way up to the Holland Parkway area. So if you're using the Bronx Bronxbound right now, go right to Lafayette Avenue and utilize that service road there. Southbound Bronxville Parkway is busy, heading down towards the Cross Bronx, south of Pelham Parkway, and the northbound side of the Beacon heading up to the 3rd Avenue Bridge. Volume across the way. If you're using the outbound Lincoln, that's 20 minutes better than the outbound Holland. Both inbound are well over 25 minutes. We have southbound delays on the FDR from about 59th Street all the way down to 23rd Street, Brooklyn Bridge, Brooklyn bound. Lots of volume there. And westbound delays on the B3 across the Kosciuszko. The Queens delays are rough, especially the eastbound LIE from Woodhaven Boulevard all the way to the Nassau border. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Westbound delays on the LIE from about Jericho all the way to the Cross Island Parkway. And the westbound side of the Northern State Parkway is slow, heading towards New High Park Road. Looks like the southern is the best of the bunch. East and west, we do have some volume from Eagle Avenue to the Seaford Oyster Bay. Next report, 211. Andre Ferro, Change and Wins on 92.3 FM.
Two officers were in the hospital after a horrific car crash in Brooklyn. The impact of this was so severe the cop car was smashed right up to its windshield.
All cars are totaled, but everyone's alive. Coney Island Avenue is a 5-mile strip that Tom says people just won't slow down on. He tried to get this terrible bit ready, but people don't care. Lewis works overnight. He watched it all happen.
Both cars were in their respective lanes, and the cop car tried to overcome that car going straight, and he tried to, but I'm guessing he was going so fast. The brakes don't kick in, obviously, 2 or 3 seconds after to try to slow down, but they don't slow him down in time. They literally all at the perfect place at the perfect time to all get sandwiched together.
He says the Suburban that crashed into the cop car.
Whoever was in that car flew out, like fish tripping into water.
And the driver of that Suburban was arrested. Amanda Alexander, 10 Wins on 92 FM on Coney Island Avenue.
One of the four men who escaped from a federal immigration detention center in Newark has now been caught. Joel Enrique Sandoval Lopez was taken into custody Friday in Passaic. Federal authorities gave no further details as they Sandoval Lopez illegally came to the U.S. from Honduras as a minor in 2019. He'd been arrested in Passaic twice before, they say, on gun possession and assault charges. He and 3 others busted out of the Delaney Hall detention facility Thursday after a violent uprising. Officials say about 50 detainees started a riot and broke down a wall which allowed the men to break free. $10,000 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of the others. Early voting is underway, and yesterday on the first day, 30,000 New Yorkers went to the polls, making their primary choices. We caught up with some New Yorkers who know their picks for May.
I think we have several people in office right now, and I'm really excited to get them out.
Not without some reservations, but for sure I'll be voting for Governor Cuomo.
Former Governor Cuomo leads with Queens Assemblyman Zoran Mondani in second, according to recent polls. The race is centered around affordability, housing, public safety, and rising anti-Semitism. The primary is set for June 23rd. It turns out a teenager was the victim of last week's deadly shooting on the Jersey Shore. Investigators say 18-year-old Christopher White of North Brunswick was gunned down at 9 o'clock Thursday night at Pier Village in Long Branch. So far, no arrests. Investigators are asking anyone who may have been at the scene to come forward if they have any first-hand data on their phones. Police are continuing to look for the man responsible for a pair of politically motivated shootings in Minnesota. Authorities believe Vance Lucer Beller killed Democratic State Representative Melissa Horman and her husband in their home. He's also believed to be the one that shot State Senator John Hoffman and his wife inside their home 5 miles away.
He was wearing a light-colored cowboy hat, dark long-sleeve shirt, light pants, and he was carrying a dark bag. Investigators say he changed his appearance after wearing a mask and posing as a police officer during the alleged shootings at the Hoffman and Hortman homes. Later Saturday, police searched the Fremont Avenue house that Balto rented part-time and had a roommate. His other known address was a rural home in Sibley County, southeast of the town of Green Isle.
And that was reporter John Martson. President Trump saying such awful targeted violence will not be tolerated now, and the FBI is actively working to find the gunman. Like your other experts today, drizzly out there for Father's Day. Pretty cooler for this time of the year, about 15 degrees cooler than expected. High just 65 degrees. That's what's expected right now. We're at 63. Tonight's back down to 59. Tomorrow looks the same, just a couple of degrees warmer, cloudy and drizzling with a high 9 degrees. The death toll is rising as Israel and Iran continue to trade missile strikes for a third straight day. This is news has just come in from the Associated Press that President Trump vetoed an Israeli plan to kill Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei.
Iran's barrage of dozens of missiles and drones seen soaring over Jordan towards Israel. And flying over Jerusalem. With sirens blaring from the north down to Tel Aviv. Israel's air defense system, including the Iron Dome, intercepted some of the aerial assault, with several missiles evading the system, hitting their targets.
And that was correspondent Marcus Moore. President Trump also took to social media, weighing in on the conflict.
Early Sunday morning, President Trump posted that the United States had, quote, nothing to do with Israel's attacks on Iran on Saturday, but it had numerous Iranian oil and gas fields. President Trump also proposed negotiating some sort of deal between Iran and Israel as he called for an end to the conflict. Aaron Navarro, CBS News, Washington, D.C.
The talks that were set for today on a potential new Iran nuclear deal are off. Well, with the Northern Edge, President Trump is heading to Canada later tonight for the start of the G7 meeting.
Has been having shows with world leaders, including Russia's Vladimir Putin. Trump said yesterday that Putin called him to wish him a happy birthday and to talk about Middle East tensions. According to Russian state media, Putin offered to mediate between Iran and Israel.
And that was correspondent Stephen Lang. The annual meeting of the Group of 7 nations. The countries in attendance will be Britain, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the U.S. Happy Father's Day to all the dads getting to enjoy a day of fun, relaxation, maybe some sports. It's a little different for everyone, as Glenn talked about that.
I don't know. Mother's Day, I found songs about love pretty easily. When it comes to Father's Day, we're a lot. Most people actually suggested this one. But it has nothing to do with Father's Day, so let me get my buddy Johnny Mac here. So now what? Is it 4th of July you make you read writer songs? The Bible, Joe, Daddy, Joe. There you go, another sad song about that. Yeah, I don't need something happier. Love you, Dad, love you, Dad, love you, Dad. You know, mom's got restaurants and everything else. I don't even know if I'm getting a barbecue. Okay.
Okay, Lonzo's only king. Please don't send me any emails. One shot, 10-10 wins. 92.3 FM. Happy Father's Day.
Traffic and weather.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. When you call, you'll get free information. Free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans. Medicare included. Call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989 today.
I'm Chiara Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. We couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. A robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at feminist.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free video consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
It's news time. It's 11. Time to check traffic and express not right there.
We have more trouble on the southbound FDR. This is right by 34th Street. It's a crash knocking on one lane. That would be the right lane. That's just causing that extra slowdown, making your way down towards that 23rd Street area. As you continue to head southbound, northbound is going to be busy as well over by the 59th Street Bridge. If you're using the West Side Highway, that is way better. In and out of Manhattan, you should be good to go. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 35 minutes, 40 on the outbound side of the cross Bronx delays. Still seeing big volume in the Bronx. Southbound 95, Bartow Avenue, northbound Country Club Road. You're blazing all the way back to the Bruckner interchange on that northbound side of 95 by Country Club Road. And then northbound DU, heavy, heading up to the 3rd Avenue Bridge. The Triborough, Waystone, and Bronx Neck. You hit the trifecta heading into Queens. They're all slow Queensbound. All okay, Bronxbound. Here's what you need to know about the Lincoln and Holland tunnels. Gave you the Georgia already. The outbound Lincoln will save you 15 minutes over the outbound Holland. Both are East 20 inbound. Look out for big delays on the Staten Island Expressway westbound. We have a stall right around that area of 440 and passing Victory Boulevard. But the eastbound delays, Island Boulevard, across the Verrazano and into Brooklyn, you can need a lot of extra time there as well. Next report, 221. Andre Farrow, 10 wins on 92.3 FM.
And everyone gets to the actual weather forecast. Here's some meteorologist Brian Thompson.
This is as the answer to the rest of this afternoon. We're going to continue to have a lot of clouds around. It is going to be damp with a bit of rain and drizzle at times. So the high temperature right around 65. Certainly cool for the middle of June with those clouds around. It is going to stay pretty cloudy into tonight. We'll have some drizzle, a low of 59. Not much change into tomorrow. It's going to stay pretty cloudy. Again, some drizzle around. Temperatures again not getting out of the upper 60s. Now into Tuesday, it looks like it finally gets up to near even a little above 70 as clouds break for some sunshine. Yeah, we'll not a shower Tuesday, but most of the area stays dry. And maybe a thunder shower around early on Wednesday. Otherwise, clouds break for some sun. Will be a warmer, more humid day. Wednesday's high near 80 and highs up to near 90. On Thursday, will be a warmer day, late day or nighttime thunderstorm. 60 degrees right now with some light rain. In Midtown, we're going up to 65. I'm acting with meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 10 winds.
at 2:30 FM.
Coming up, soccer star David Beckham reaching out to one of his sons after months of family on this phone.
Scott Stanford here with my good friend Michael Barish of Barish and McGarry. They are the lawyers for the 9/11 community. Michael, we're always reporting about how the World Trade Center Health Program is getting cut. What is Barish and McGarry doing for the responders and the civilians?
We are fighting because this is personal to us. We've been down to Washington many times that they owe an obligation to the 9/11 community to provide full funding.
If you had to give me one word to describe Barish and McGarry and the 9/11 community, what would it be?
Personally, because so many people in my office have lost loved ones, so many people have cancer. I'm a cancer survivor from 9/11. We take this so personally, which is why we're fighting to correct this injustice.
Michael, what can our listeners do to help you fight to get the full funding for that health program?
Contact us and join the fight. We'll tell you exactly what you can do to help.
Again, just contact Barish and McGarry at 911awards.com. That's 911awards with an S.com. Barish and McGarry, they are the lawyers for the 9/11 community.
A best friend who they go out there. So Teddy Bear's girlfriend is being locked away outside in a room in a shrine for school shooting victims who could have been their best friends.
School shootings are preventable. Learn the warning signs at sandyhookpromise.org.
The business world is evolving. But saving wherever possible remains smart business. That's why PSE&G designed many different programs to help you save on energy costs. Our experts will help find the energy solutions that are the right fit for you, your business, and your work. Because saving energy impacts so much more than your bottom line. Connect with a PSE&G Energy Efficiency Advisor to learn more at pseg.com/business savings.
Should it be now this message, PPAC Private Bank and Trust, serving clients with integrity and trust for over a century. Visit ppacprivate.com. Superstar David Beckham is including his son Brooklyn in a Father's Day post amid family tension. Writing, "I'm so proud of you all." Beckham posted several throwback photos of his kids on Instagram to mark Father's Day. He wrote, "My most important and favorite job in life is being a dad," adding, "I will always be there for you no matter what." He went on to pay tribute to his wife, thanking his wife Victoria Beckham for making him a dad. Victoria and Beckham are parents of daughter Harper and sons Brooklyn, Romeo, and Cruz. Couple celebrations come, though, amid a rift between the Beckham family. A source told People magazine in May that there are tensions, and there have been, between Brooklyn and his wife Nicola Coates and the wider Beckham crew. So it's really time to soak in the uptown nighttime market and all it has to offer. After 4 years as the New York City's favorite summer staple, one of them anyway, the final night under the arches at 12th Avenue and 133rd Street will be in October. For now, the event will be dialing back its openings to once a month. The market is also back to its original home under the arches after a brief stint in the old four-way parking lot. A post from the Uptown Night Market on social media said, "Despite great success in Harlem, it's time to move forward after certain challenges. The next one is set for July 10th. The last one will be October 9th. So if you're sick of doomsday scrolling and binge-watching TV, maybe take a two, from the Y2K crowd. Forget about switching to a flip phone. Remember this old chestnut? Tech-tired Gen Z is making a run for BlackBerries in a bid to reconnect with the world around them. Search the word on TikTok and you'll see thousands of videos from 20-something and unders spreading the word about social media detox and those cute little keyboards. Where to find them? Commentators report sites like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Backmarket selling them for